This week we celebrated two important feasts within the church year, All Saints' Day and All Souls' Day. And I was once again reminded of two fundamental truths of our faith as Christians, as Catholics. The first is that we, as baptized Christians, we are all called to be saints. And the second is that in our humanness, we often struggle greatly with this calling, for we become acutely aware of our weakness, and as we should, we acknowledge our human sinfulness. We begin each Mass with the recognition that we are in need of forgiveness and mercy as we stand in the presence of our God. The journey to sainthood can often seem like a rocky and rugged uphill journey. We know the destiny to which we are called. Life with God for all eternity. And we are aware of our present state, that we are all pilgrims on the journey. We realize who we are and who we are called to be. The Feast of All Saints' Day and All Souls' Day should remind us of our present state of being on the journey with body and soul, and remind us that we have a very definitive goal to which we are directed: life forever with God. As we mature in both age and in faith, this divine destiny becomes more real, and hopefully it leads us to contemplate on a deeper spiritual level our present life. In other words, the choices that we are making within the reality of the day-to-day living, our day-to-day living, and how these choices impact our future, that towards which we are journeying. We need to very humbly ask, am I confident that I am indeed moving in the right direction? Is the map that I am following an accurate one that is definitively pointing the way? We are children of God with both body and soul, who desire above all else to one day walk through the great portals of heaven. And yet, as of now, our feet are still walking the rugged grounds of this earth. We live in the surety of Christian hope, yet we acknowledge the reality of our own human frailty. And we know only too well, in the busyness and the clamor of our work, in the many frustrations and challenges that are part of the fabric of daily life, the multitude of distractions this world brings, we know all too well that it is so very easy for any one of us to lose our way. On the pathway to sainthood, and that is the pathway that we are asked to walk. What is that map that will help us all to keep walking toward the light? We find the answer in the gospel that the church offers for the Feast of All Saints, and as one of the options for the Feast of All Souls. It is Matthew's Gospel of the Beatitudes. What does it look like to be a saint? What is the guide that will help to keep us on track? We need really only look at the Beatitudes to find the answer. Because to be one who embodies these directives is to be one who is blessed. And he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be satisfied. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." To whom shall we turn that we might understand the true meaning of these beautiful Beatitudes? Who will lead us to a proper understanding of true poverty of spirit? Or in what manner we are called to mourn and be blessed? Who will help us to understand what it means to be truly meek, to be merciful, to be pure of heart? Who will help us to understand what it truly means to be a peacemaker? Who will help us understand that we are called in this life to seek the righteousness of God, and in doing so, we will very often face persecution? Who will help us? The one who will help us all is, of course, our beloved Mother, Mary. She who embodies the essence of the Beatitudes, and she who is indeed the greatest saint in heaven. Knowing that we are accompanied on the pathways of this life by our gracious and beautiful Mother, should bring us great consolation. She's leading us all to greater holiness in this life and to a life of radiant happiness in heaven. So then, may we keep our hand in hers as we journey together. May we all accept our call to holiness. And with our Mother, we know we will never lose our way. With her help, we will come to be all that we were ever created to be. Beloved children of God in this life, whose only desire in this life is to continue our journey faithfully, that we might one day come to be great saints. That is our mother's greatest desire, and she is with us always, helping us every step of the way. Why? Because she is our beautiful, our gracious, and our loving mother. She is our mother of perpetual help.